Please welcome the Predator, Francis Ngannou. And last but not least, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua.
All the people said to me, don't talk like this, Ngannou, but I think you will understand me. You know, I look to you as a brother, but I want someone to stop you. I want the boxing. You are قاعد تحوس عالم الملاكمة عندنا.
You know,
keep looking, brother. You haven't found it yet.
The world of boxing to stop you.
Yeah, you understand now why is Joshua against Ngannou?
I do understand. I don't know, but clearly there is an important match coming up.
You will see the result of this match. It will connect about the result of the 17th of February. This is our idea. 2 cards I want to do in 24, and I want to see it. The first card, it's between Frank against Eddie. Each one of them will choose 5 fighters and do night against each other.
Done. We'll do that.
And I want, in the end, to show Joshua and Ngannou what's waiting for them after the result. Please, can you put it in the screen after the result? This will wait for them after the result of the fight in the 8th of March. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And I hope you enjoy it.
What's your response to some of the promoters, like Oscar De La Hoya, saying that some fights he's not sure should go to Saudi Arabia?
We will miss him. Thank you.
With Francis's incredible performance against Tyson, and of course Anthony Joshua coming off the back of 2 consecutive knockout victories, there's bound to be fireworks in this one.
There will be, you know. I'll say how it is. But, you know, prior to the last fight with Tyson and Francis, I genuinely thought that it would be a tough fight for a short period of time. But I then thought that Tyson would get the better of him and win the fight very early on. But it turned out that Francis brought something to the boxing ring that I certainly never expected, and that was that he could actually box. We knew he was a tough competitor. We knew he could punch. We know that he's going to be a handful on the inside because that's the way MMA fighters fight. But he was more than that. He was a switch hitter. He got his timing right, and he put Tyson, I think, through one of the toughest fights he's had for a long time. He put him on the floor. I will say I generally also felt that Tyson had an off night, but Am came through it all. But for AJ, I think he's going to be in a tough fight. I think this is knockout chaos because I think it will be a knockout. They both got bombs in their hands, and it's going to be interesting to see how the fight develops. You know, I do think it will be, as the bell goes, I think because of their styles, it will be explosive. So for the fans, it's going to be something extra special. And for the winner, as His Excellency said, the big fight's happening on the 17th of February, part again of the Riyadh season with Tyson and Usyk. The winner of that, would we like to see him with the winner of this fight? Everybody in this room would love to see that. Everybody in boxing would love to see that. So everybody's got something to aim for. And it's huge. It's a huge moment in time for boxing. Heavyweight boxing has not seen this happen in my lifetime. Big fights like this happening one after the other. So it's a fantastic moment.
I met Francis Ngannou, we were just talking, maybe just over or under a year ago in Las Vegas. He told me about his ambition to be in big boxing events. You know, firstly, I met a guy with an unbelievable story. I met a guy with a very strong mind, but I didn't take him seriously, if I'm honest. I just have never known anybody to waltz into a sport and compete, and in my opinion, and it was very close, in my opinion, beat Tyson Fury that night. It's never been done before. You know, he may be unlucky that he's not sitting here as the world lineal heavyweight champion on his professional debut.
Yeah.
So now, as we said earlier, we take him very seriously. And after that fight, which we give him unbelievable props for, I said the biggest fight out there, outside of Fury against Usyk, is Joshua against Ngannou. And we'd already signed the Deontay Wilder-Joshua fight, and as soon as that show finished on December 23rd, His Excellency said to myself and Frank, we need to talk. What is the biggest event we can do on March the 8th? And the answer was this. In my opinion, you have the two biggest fights in the heavyweight division happening within 3 weeks of each other in Saudi Arabia. It is an incredible opportunity. For AJ, as Frank says, there's big jeopardy in this fight. This man is going to be the undisputed heavyweight world champion. I truly believe it. But he's doing it the difficult way, going through obstacles and what some might call immovable objects in this man to my left. The giant of a man, the former UFC heavyweight world champion, but now a guy that we take very, very seriously in the sport of boxing. This guy's on a roll. He's working with a great team, and we just cannot wait. This is a dream opportunity for the sport of boxing, and we're also invested to give the fans incredible nights, and this is another fantastic fight for Riyadh season.
You left the UFC to have the biggest fights, with the biggest paydays, the biggest purses, on the biggest stage. It doesn't get much bigger than this, does it?
No. First of all, I want to thank everybody here to show up, to come here and make this press conference great. Thank you to my brother, the Excellency, for one more time again putting me in this position, you know, to live my dream, have all those great experiences, such as the one that I had in Riyadh 2 months ago. It was amazing. So hopefully this will be the same thing and finish the same way. I've been sitting here, listening to people talking, and even Eddie praising me, which I appreciate that. But at the same time, I'm not sure if he's honest or if he just want to get me sleep on his guy, which that's not going to happen. I'm just a beginner out here that's gonna train really hard and do everything and come as an underdog to win the fight. So I don't take my last fight as a reference and think that I get this done and think that I get everything. You know, I know exactly where I am at. I'm just a beginner, and I'm definitely gonna come up better and yes, get better and better. So that's my that's how I see things. I'm getting prepared for a tough, hard fight. Yes, the Tyson Fury fight was great. It was awesome, but that's now in the past, and I have a new challenge in front of me, and I take it even more serious now than before, because now I think there's something more on the line, which is probably the undisputed. So let's see. Maybe I will do something that nobody has done before, and I really believe that I have the tools of doing that. Starting off having a win against AJ on March 8th in Riyadh, which is going to be a big fight. Not an easy one, but a possible one, and I'm going to take that.
Is that your plan? Is it seek and destroy?
Well, I'm going to fight him, so what do you think I'm going to do? Is to look for his chin. I mean, that's what happened in the fight. In case in the fight, you're trying to hit somebody in the chin or wherever you can hit him, right? And then, yes, I heard that he doesn't have a chin. I don't know if it's true or not. We're going to find out. I hope I had an opportunity to test that out. That's my wish. That's what I'm wishing for.
I'm sure, as for you as it was for many of us here, it's a slight curveball to be sat here with Francis Ngannou on that end of the table. I know Wilder was a potential opponent after that day of reckoning fight. That kind of went out of the window. What was your first thoughts when you heard of Francis Ngannou as a potential opponent for you?
No problem.
Just not. It was you'll fight anybody. I know you're chasing belts. I know you want to be three-time heavyweight champion of the world. Is this part of that plan?
Every fight leads to somewhere. So this fight is my everything, my soul, my spirit, my mind, my body. And we'll see where it leads me. But right now, I'm not thinking about any championship belts or anything. My main focus is Francis. And to be fair, getting through intense, focused training camp, because realistically, how I train is how I fight. So if I get victory in my training camp, I'm sure I'll get victory on the night. So that's all I'm focused on. Right now, we're going to put the belts on hold because my main focus is getting through training camp and getting to the fight successfully.
Before his boxing debut, he was an unknown quantity. Now you've seen him for 10 rounds. You know, there is footage of him online you can actually look at and watch now. What does he bring to the table that you got to watch out for?
I won't say too much, but he brings 2 arms, a body, like every other fighter does. But it's just his mind that's different to everyone. Everyone has their own unique, like, they're unique in their own way. But in terms of the frame and the makeup of someone, he's seen people like me. I've seen people like him many a times before. But it's just his mind that I'll have to conquer in the ring. You have to take someone's soul. You have to take their spirit. And I'm looking forward to the challenge for sure. And that's it, really. It's going to be good. It's going to be explosive. I've got many ways to skin a cat. I can counter punch, he can counter punch. We can both box, as he's proven himself too. And we can both trade. And it was going to be a good fight. And shout out to His Excellency as well, my promoter, my whole team, 258, for getting me in this position to showcase why I'm the top heavyweight in the UK. And I'm not really too concerned about the world. I'm trying to conquer where I live. Like, I just want to conquer here and make everyone know that I'm the one who puts boxing on the map.